Hello and welcome to another video. I just did my spring pruning for the apple tree. So, I see he's gone. There's a gorgeous cardinal sitting there. So, I think you've probably seen my apple tree if you have watched any of the videos. My son, daughter-in-law, grandson, and granddaughter gave me this for Mother's Day last year. This is 2020, and you might be able, let me show you, I haven't put them away in the pile yet, but all I trimmed off. There's quite a bit over there, so I clipped some pretty big limbs. Let me show you what we got. Yeah, and there's my hand so you can see about what size. Okay, from my research, this one actually may need to come off, but he's heading out to the side pretty well. What they recommend, we don't grow these in this part of the country, so I've really had to kind of do a lot of research, but they want you to have your limbs coming out to the side. They like for you to prune early spring, and apparently the more you prune, if you prune well, you're going to get a better production. So the first thing is to kind of look for any cross limbs, and if you'll see right here, we had several that were trying to grow through the middle. I want you to keep the middle part open so it can get sun, and have your limbs strong enough, heading out, strong enough to hold the fruit. Now this one is going up beside the main one, and see, it's going a little too high, but I'm cutting it back. Now this one, I've cut it back a few times and it's heading pretty much straight up. I plan to keep cutting that one back, and hopefully some more side branches. Like this is a nice side branch coming out, so is that one. So it's really doing well. Now this one right here, see if you can see it. Actually, both of these are just heading straight up. I clipped them back, and looks like there's a little place that didn't come off. Okay, but what I'm wanting to train them to, like, let me show you. I'll let this one, he's heading out, he's small, but he's heading out straight sideways. So that's what we're looking for. And each spring we can cut back. The recommendation is to look how long your branch is and not cut back over a third of a main large branch. Now, taking out those small ones, it's just something you're wanting to get out of there, so you'll just take them all off. But for the growth of the tree, oh, and I'll show you, if you hadn't seen this before, I saved the tag, and it's a gala apple, which is my favorite. To me, they're one of the sweeter apples. Also like Honeycrisp, but Gala's just always been my favorite. They typically grow more in, let's see, like Washington State is a big one that grows lots of apple trees. They have a very cool rocky soil. So when I was putting this in, I actually dug way out to give it plenty of nice fresh soil. I put quite a few larger rocks down so they can get that minerals from the rocks. The roots will be able to attach on. I put a few bricks just because I had them, and then tried to use some pretty healthy soil there. I think they like an acidic soil on the acidic side, so these pine needles, which I have some I'll show you real quick. These are not in my yard, but they are so gorgeous. And they are right beside my yard. They smell good. And I get plenty of pine needles. If I want more, I bet you I could ask them and they'd say sure. So I've put some pine needles. You notice I haven't done a lot. I'm going to add to that because we've got a little grass growing in here. And we want it to be mostly wood chippings and pine needles to replenish the soil. So that's my update. I'll back up and show you. I would guess after I prune him back, he or she, I don't know why I always give them a human type existence, but this tree, I'm thinking, let's see, I'm 5'6", so it's probably up to 7.5 feet or so, and I'm looking at keeping it from getting too tall. From a video that one guy that has an incredible orchard, and he does that. He's very careful on his pruning so he can reach his fruit. Harvests a great deal of many types of fruit. So, oops, we're getting a little long here, so I'm going to say goodbye. I hope y'all are doing well.